What is up, everyone? My name is Yaps,
My name is Yaps.
and welcome to my short guide on fungal mages. So my friend Raz actually brought these to my attention the other day, so I figured it'd be a cool idea to make a guide for especially lower level players who want to get their hands on some beloved potato cactuses. So let's get down to business. The first thing I want to mention is that there are a few different items that can really be a big help here. The first is bringing 10 doses for an hour of aggression potion. That'll make it so that you don't have to click pretty much at all to attack them. They'll attack you instead. The second is magic note paper. That's mostly for the mushrooms, as those do drop unnoted, so it's really important to bring magic note paper. Probably won't need more than 100 for an hour. The next thing is a herb bag, if you can get that from the mini game. That'll make it also very clean and nice for you just to pick up herbs and stuff them in there. But alternatively, you could just note them as well with the note paper. You just need to make sure you bring a little bit more per hour of the note paper. Next thing is the Excalibur upgraded. That's just a great way that I found to make sure that my health stays high enough. They do hit, if you look at the video, little 15s, 20s, something like that. Very, very small amounts, but they hit pretty constantly. So if you're not either soul splitting occasionally or doing that, you're going to probably eventually die. I do want to alert you to the fact that this is also a great method, as I'll explain a little bit later, for a personal slayer dungeon. So if you do want to capture those souls, make sure you bring your Ushabtis, however the heck you say that. Bring the little things that capture the souls. And another great thing is the infernal urns. You can get any type of those prayer urns, but those will pick up the ashes so that it makes the floor very, very clean and makes area looting a lot easier. The last thing I'd say to bring is a legendary pet, if you do have one. Those help immensely for going and picking up those potato cactuses and other drops that do end up on the floor. And also, you don't have to have all the different items that I just recommended. If you are lower level, then feel free not to bring some things, or to bring, straight up food if you do need it. Regardless, these monsters only have 2,900 health, which really is not that much, so you shouldn't have too much trouble killing these pretty quickly. I am currently killing these on the second floor of the Polypore dungeon in the northwestern corner. There is a lily pad, or whatever the crap those fungal things are that I'm standing on, but there are 4 different spawns on it, and it's one of the better spots I found. They do spawn very quickly, so you'll not have trouble having enough to kill. As you see, I am using area loot very often. I just pull that up and take the loot off the floor with my spacebar, and pretty much that's it for looting, between that and the legendary pet. Since these are such incredibly good money per hour, one great idea would be to actually put these in a personal slayer dungeon so that you can AFK them within a very close proximity. If you put them in the small room, it will make it very, very easy to area loot so that you don't even have to move at all to pick up all the loot in the entire room. At a future date, I might actually make a video battling for the best monsters to have in your Slayer dungeon, but for right now, I'm probably going to keep my spiritual warriors, and I'll keep the fungal mages banked. In theory, though, with having 5 spawns instead of 4 and having them in close proximity, you should be able to get up to 20% more GP per hour if you do this in a Slayer dungeon. Alright, for the last part of this video, I just want to show you what I earned from doing an hour here this morning. So, as you can see, we made just about 4.6 mil an hour, and if you were to do this in your personal Slayer dungeon, you could make 120% of that, which is then up to 5.5 mil an hour, which is awesome. And as a small side note, I was using seedicide and herbicide, so if you are picking up those cheaper herbs and seeds, you can make even more on top of that, or you can get the farming experiences, which is awesome too. One last thing that I wanted to say before I end is that this is the best method when potato cactus prices are super high. So as you see in this last few months on this graph, they have almost hit 10k at times, meaning that you'd make between 6 and 8 mil per hour on potato cactuses alone, which is super epic. Right now they're at 4.7k. They'll go around up and down a ton. However, keep an eye on these prices, as this can make sometimes this method over 10 mil per hour as you're simply AFKing. So keep an eye on it, could be epic. And that about does it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you can go make some good GPs farming these guys. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.